my dear students. In the last class of class 6, as I have already given you the introduction and of chapter 8, as you can see in the picture, the name of the chapter 8, Buddha, a great preacher. While going through the lesson, I already given you an introduction where I teach you the eight folds of the Buddhism religion, and I also taught you how, explained you how the great Buddha, Gautam Buddha, got enlightened. So let us go to the next topic. Here, as you can see, it is written Buddhist Art and Architecture, which I already taught you. So let us go through it again. Buddhist art and architecture. So what are the art and architecture the Buddhism religion introduced? Buddhism made a great contribution to field of architectures. The beautiful stupas, viharas, and chaityas that were built in Sanchi, Bodh Gaya, Taxila, Amravati, Nalanda, etc., still stand testimony to the architectural magnificence of the period. So these are the special architecture which has been built during the Buddhist era, such as the beautiful stupas, viharas, and chaityas, which you can find in various parts of India, such as Sanchi, Bodh Gaya, Taxila, Amravati, and Nalanda. In the next picture, as you can see, contribution of Buddhism in Indian culture. In Indian culture, the Buddhism religion contribute a lot. So, what are the contribution of Buddhism religion to the Indian culture? Let us go through it. Buddhism influenced almost every aspect of Indian life. So, each and every, most of the aspects of Indian life has been influenced by Buddhism. How? So, point wise, it has been described. First point is written that Buddhism encouraged the common language of the people. It generally contributed to the It greatly contributed to the development of literature in the language people understood. The Tripitaka or the three baskets and the Jatakas become popular part of Buddhist literature. The second one is the Buddhist monasteries. The Buddhist monasteries became centers of learning. Some of them, like Nalanda, Taxila, and Vikramashila, developed into famous universities. So these are the famous universities during Buddhist era, such as Nalanda University, Taxila, and Vikramashila, developed into famous universities. Third point is Buddhist viharas, temples, stupas, pillars, and monuments proved Buddhist influence in the art and architecture. The Gandhara art was developed under Buddhist patronage, and also the art and culture and architectures are developed during Buddhist era, such as Buddhist viharas, temples. So these are the Buddhist architectures which have been developed under Buddhist patronage. The fourth point is Buddhism offers a simple religion. Buddha's practical and simple doctrines made their impact on Hinduism. The principle of ahimsa, preached and practiced in Buddhism, become very popular and has become the basis of Indian foreign policy. So, as you can see here, it is written Buddhism offers a very simple religion. So, the religion Buddhism is very simple. It's all about ahimsa. The principle of ahimsa, preached and practiced in Buddhism, become very popular and has become the basis of Indian foreign policy. Now also, as you can see, the Indian foreign policy is all about ahimsa paramo dharma. It means ahimsa is the major religion. Next, the fifth point is Buddhism promoted the feeling of peace, and many welfare projects were undertaken by its followers. It promoted the feeling of unity and brotherhood by opposing the rigidity of the caste system. As you know, in Hindu religion, caste system is there, still exists, but in a limited manner. But earlier, a caste system, the Buddhism used to oppose this caste system, and they believe in brotherhood, unity, and peace. The sixth and the last point is the Buddhist monk carried the Indian culture to many parts of Asia. So the Buddhist monk used to carry the Indian culture to many parts of Asia. The Buddhist sanghas helped to spread the Buddhism into Magadha, Kosala, Kosambi, and several republican states. However, the Buddhist teaching of ahimsa proved harmful to the martial spirit of the people and thus brought slavery to India. So it has been said in the conclusion that, however, the Buddhist teaching of ahimsa, because the religion Buddhism is all about ahimsa, that's why the martial spirit, means the fighting spirit, get lost somewhere because of this ahimsa, and because of which the India becomes slavery to many other foreign fighters or foreign rulers. Now, in a nutshell, it is written. It is in a nutshell is all about whatever we have learned in the lesson. It is given in few points. As we can see, the first point is Gautam Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. Then he was born in 567 BCE near Kapilavastu as the son of Kshatriya chief. The third one is the four great sight made him to leave his family and become an ascetic. Fourth one is he attained enlightenment at the age of 35. Then the people tree under which he sat when he attained enlightenment is known as Bodhi tree. Then the sixth one is his first spiritual sermon was at the deer park near Sarnath. Then he spent 45 years spreading his messages. He attained Nirvana at Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh in 486 BC at the age of 80. So Nirvana means he attained Nirvana means all about his death. The great Gautam Buddha died in Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh in 486 BC at the age of 80. Then his main teaching were contained in the form of Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, as I already explained you about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path of the Buddha. Then the last one is the strong revival of Hinduism established supremacy of the Vedic religion over Buddhism and led to the decline of Buddhism. So at last point it is written what are the reasons of decline of the Buddhism. So these are the important points of the chapter. I want you children to go through all these things properly so that you can understand the lesson properly. So in the next class, almost we have finished the lesson. So in the next class, I will be giving you question and answer from the same. Till then, thank you.